Just don't say goodbye. I hate the way it
I'm glad you brought that up.
so if you don't,
You better say something. Oh, I didn't say something.
see you when I see you. Another place, some other time. If I ever get down to your way, or you're ever up around mine, we'll laugh about the old days and catch up on the new. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you, and I hope it's someday.
1 and 2. Oh my goodness, what is that?
God made this whole world round, and maybe it's that way. So the path we go down, yeah, I will cross again someday, and someday I'll see you when some other time. If I ever get down to your way, or you're ever up around mine, we'll laugh about the old days and catch up on the new. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you, and I hope it's someday real soon. I hope it's someday soon. See you when I see you. Another place, some other time. If I ever get down to your way, or you're ever up around mine, just stop by. We'll laugh about the old days and catch up on the new. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Till then, my prayers are with you, and I hope it's someday soon. I'll see you when I see you.
I'll always remember my first day of freshman year, and my valve on my tuba was stuck, and he said, "Do you have any valve oil?" And I was like, "In my car?" And he said, "Not your car oil, your valve oil."
That one time during the DC trip where our toilet overflowed in our room, and then, you know, he was always so calm about it, but we were all just kind of freaking out.
Was when I first made it onto Color Guard, and we went through all the tryouts, and I finally made it, and I was so excited. And he sat us all down on the floor, and he was like, "Okay, now that you've made it," he's like, "I have to tell you something." He was like, "You guys are all my daughters. I'm going to treat you the same way that I treat my children."
I walked into class and he had mayo and jelly written on the board. And I asked him, "Is this a joke?" And he said, "I don't make jokes." I sat down and he handed me the music and it said mayo and jelly on it. And I was about to stand up and walk out of the room because I was 100% done with it.
Probably when my cousin had an accident and my aunt had to go get him, and so she wouldn't be back for the game until about 12 o'clock. And he stayed that entire time with me, and he did not call public safety like he should have.
He's walking into class in the afternoon, and him always going, "Good morning," because he's always like, good morning sounds so much more positive than good afternoon.
He came back from being a dance dad for a weekend, and he jumps on the podium. He's like, guess what I learned? T, V, downward V. Like, good job, Westberry, you can dance.
When I first met him, because I didn't expect for him to be so out there.
He just randomly does that cheerleader pose thing he does.
A hot dog eating contest, because that was an accomplishment for me.
And I came in one day during lunch, and I was talking about basketball for some reason. He said, "Do you play basketball?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I need to go to school you." So we went to the old gym and we played basketball for a little bit, and we played pig. And for some reason, I decided to make shoot this really far up shot. I had no chance of making, and I actually made it. And he was the only one to see it. It was really crazy. And his comment was, "I didn't know pigs could fly."
And I'm gonna remember his smile. Mr. Westberry has absolutely the best smile in the world.
Last year, we were in class, we were playing a piece of music, and there was a spider falling from the ceiling, and everyone was just staring at it, and it fell on him, and he freaked out, and everyone started laughing, and he got onto us.
The very first time whenever I heard the one-eared bunny joke, because it's always hilarious, I didn't understand it at the time. And he elaborated with so much detail, and no matter how many times he's told it, it's like he's telling it for the first time. It's always hilarious.
I was terrified. I walked in there and I was already nervous. I had gotten lost like 4 times, and then here's the band, like all these upperclassmen, and it was just nerve-wracking. And then Westberry comes in, and then like all of a sudden everybody's laughing.
All those days in AP Music Theory that I did not turn in my homework, and just how mad he would get at me.
From my 8th grade All-State trip, he started talking to me, and I was like, what's this guy's problem? He was way too loud, but now I understand.
Even though that you're young, you can do anything and everything that you put your mind to.
Well, he was trying to help me learn how to improv, and he was holding a music book at the time, and he slapped me on the head with this book, and he said, "Don't care what people think about you." And of course, we hear that all the time, but it wasn't until he decided to slap me on the head that it, really got in there.
Or be afraid, because I'm always afraid of playing.
His everyday advice, which is to not suck.
Be yourself all the time. Like, don't worry about what other people think about you.
To truly not settle for less than what you're truly capable of. To be who you're truly meant to be.
I can be the best flute player that I want to be, and the best person that I want to be. I just have to try and believe in myself.
It's really hard to say because he's given me a lot of advice. Throughout all these years, every morning, he either tells me, like, shut up, which that's a good piece of advice. I need to do that more often. But in a lot of things, he says I need to dress better.
Basically, everything that comes out of his mouth, I listen to, because you never know when something he says will come back to you and you will think, what would Westberry want me to do in this situation? So basically, everywhere he speaks is a piece of advice.
Don't go under the bleachers.
What was I gonna say? Don't drop the quarter.
But just to be a leader and not to judge people from their differences, the way they look, the way they may act. Westberry treats everyone on the same level, and that's really, really hard to find.
Without his encouragement, I didn't think it was possible for me to do music as a career. So I thank him for that.
Mr. Westberry has been an amazing inspiration to me. Musically, of course. I came out of middle school hating music in general. Band was the worst period of the day. I hated it. I didn't want to go to band class. I hated looking at my instrument, let alone playing it. And I got to band class, and all of a sudden, my eyes have been opened to this new perspective of music, and I absolutely love it. You sound like a snuffleumpus sneezing.
Pepsi's a communist drink.
Georgia Hat, communist Pepsi, hands down.
One-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny.
The one-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny is.
One-eared bunny.
The one-eared bunny.
One-eared bunny. Definitely. Definitely the one-eared bunny. I have to go with the one-eared bunny. I never get tired of it.
The one-eared bunny. I mean, it's pretty funny whenever someone makes up their senior quote, and when you can say that about your own child.
Old mayo and jelly thing.
Every time Westberry came into our room during band camp, the horns were always on break.
When Mr. Westberry kept talking about my bassoon being a chainsaw and me taking it on tour, and I'd be revving it up like every time I played a note. So thank you, Westberry.
Well, there's like multiple words. You can't just describe him in one. He's fun. He can be serious. He can be fun, and he's interesting.
Leader.
Awesome.
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 No! The best.
Best there ever was. It's a run-on word. It's like a con. I put hyphens in between all of it.
Inspiring.
Lovable.
Crazy.
Awesome.
Amazing. Crazy.
Amazing.
Sexy.
Caring.
Colorful.
Dramatic.
Legendary.
Your swag.
Selfless. He gives so much to this band program. Honestly, I'm not really sure why he doesn't have a bed here, because he's here until it's time to go to bed.
Can we add Westberry to the dictionary?
Everything.
I'm not gonna have anybody to make fun of my cowbell playing anymore.
Seeing his stubble in the morning.
His inspirational yelling.
Leadership.
His big personality and the fact that he loves all of us.
I hope he never fails to make any of his students smile.
It's just the way he encourages the band and really gets seems to get the best out of them. And also just the way he's like a father to all of us in a way.
How dedicated he can make you, how dedicated he is, and probably just the fact that he's so motivating.
Every time we would pass each other in the hallway, we would kind of just do this princess wave, and like only me and him got it. We would like kind of fake smile at each other, and it was just great.
It's probably all the jokes, all the laughter in class. Like he was more of a student than a teacher. He taught us, but it's like he talks to us. He doesn't talk towards us like we're under him. He talks as if we're on his level.
And I'm gonna miss everything about him. He's been a great mentor and teacher, and I'm really gonna miss him.
Everything from his jokes about liberals to his just being such a great guy and always there for you. He's always the one you can come to talk about anything that's going on, and give you any advice that you need.
Everything. I mean, there's nothing that I won't miss, probably.
The fact that he makes everyone happy.
An awful lot. I'm gonna miss talking to him every morning. He's always there for you. He's like the one teacher at the school that really wants you to succeed outside of the classroom. He really cares about you, and I'll miss all the talks we have about, whatever. It doesn't have to be about band. We had a lot of fun talks, and I really miss seeing him in the band room.
It's really weird because band is like where I go to when I don't like everything else. And it's gonna be really different. It's gonna be like a huge change, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna. You make me laugh all the time, and it's just gonna be really different not being there, and then like all the music and all the jokes and making fun of me and stuff, and I don't know.
What is it like to work with Westberry?
He has a very contagious attitude. He's an inspiring teacher.
He's a good person to work with. He is funny. He tells a lot of stories,
But he's a very good person to work with, and I know we're going to miss him, but I know it's best for his family.
Is there any last advice that you'd like to give him?
Be happy.
I want him to know that he is the best band director and teacher that I've ever had in my entire life. And I just want him to know that he was a father figure to everyone in this band, and nobody can replace that.
One thing with Westberry, he always knows how to make you laugh. Even when he's like correcting you, there's always like an underlining joke in it. So he always knows how to make you smile even when you don't feel like smiling. So that's one good attribute that he has.
Westberry to know that he's the coolest dude I've ever met, and he's nice, and he's always there for you, and he's just one of the best guys ever, and I really hope that he has an amazing time and a great life down at his new place.
I like how real he is. He always tells it like it is, and he's not afraid to speak his mind, and I really admire that in him.
Mr. Westberry's smile can make the devil himself cringe, because honestly, he can light up a room wherever he is.
His eyebrows and that grin that he gives, everybody knows what I'm talking about, that grin. It's like, you do something stupid and he's like...
I wish, Westberry, I wish you the best. I hope things go well for you, you know, wherever you go.
He's not only become this person I admire so much, but he's like a second dad.
My favorite memory of Westberry isn't anything specific. It's more like how he acted. It's not like he's a teacher. It's closer to being a friend.
What's better, communist Pepsi? Well, Pepsi, of course, because we serve that at Arby's, and what we serve at Arby's is really good. You would know.
But yeah, whenever I thought about it, I was like, can I really go my senior year without having Westberry moments? Because Westberry's the best berry.
Team Pepsi, because Pepsi is better than Coke. But in all seriousness, don't get too stressed out with the big change and everything, because keep doing what you're doing, the GP swag. Like,
he's always been there for me when I needed him most, and it's like sometimes you don't even have to tell him what's wrong. Like, you know, like you can try and act like you're smiling, and he just knows that there's something wrong. He knows.
The best piece of advice for Westberry: probably just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a really, really, really good job, and all the kids love you. We can't help but love you, like you're like another dad does.
My best piece of advice from Westberry is to not drink Pepsi. It's honestly overrated.
Just hang in there and come back and see us.
He always looks at the positive things, and that's something I admire him so much for. He never looks at a negative aspect of anything. The first thing he thinks about is we can make it better.
Definitely, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss you a lot, Westberry. Definitely the dad I really don't have, and definitely just got me through a lot of stuff in freshman year. And I love you, Westberry.
And I just want you to know that we're all gonna miss you, and my aunt even is gonna miss you. She doesn't even talk to you. She just knows how much I care about you, and when I came home and told her you were leaving, she was like, "Are you okay?" Because she knew how important you were to me. So I wish you the best, and I know that wherever you go, you're going to be the amazing, awesome, wonderful, crazy, awesome, crazy person that you are, Mr. Westberry, the best berry.
Honestly, if I could be half the person that Mr. Westberry is, I'm going to be spectacular. And I think that that's a really good goal to shoot for, to be more like Mr. Westberry, because he's always happy about everything. He's so positive.
There's not enough thank yous in this world for him. There's not enough ways to thank him. There's never going to be enough for him, but I just wish him the best. He deserves the best, and he only deserves better.
Mr. Westberry, we love you, and we appreciate all that you've done for our kids and for the parents and the faculty and the staff and everybody, and we hope the best for you, and we'll be praying for you, and good luck to you and your family.
Wish best of luck for you in Charleston, and that you can give the rest of these kids out here in South Carolina the same love and support that you've given us.
Wait. Red! Do you have any advice for him?
Be yourself.
love you. Woo!
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
And we love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you, Westberry.
We love you, Mr. Westberry.
We love you, dog.
We love you, Westberry.
We love you.
We love you, Mr. Westberry.
We love you, Westberry.
We love you.
I love you, Mr. Westberry.
We love you, Westberry.
We love you! Happy birthday!
Hey, band. This is take 2. Rebecca said that my first take wasn't very good at all. So I'm starting over, and I'm trying to go by her talking points to make sure I hit everything I'm supposed to hit. I'm sure she'll let me know if I don't do this correctly. Here's what you may not know about me as we're sharing memories and whatnot, reflecting back on my 6 years at Aiken High School and my 4 years at Aiken Middle School. I came to Aiken as a last-ditch effort of teaching. I was frustrated with the first job that I had in Georgia, just various things there. I was frustrated with being a graduate assistant at Carolina, and had a really, really bad experience teaching middle school in Lexington School District 2. And coming to Aiken Middle School really was my last. This is the last time I give this thing a chance, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm leaving. And what I found at Aiken Middle School were incredible students. And quite frankly, I enjoyed going and teaching at Aiken Middle School, even though we're known for having a difficult clientele, for having a rough clientele, having serious discipline problems. I found some absolutely incredible students over there. Being able to come up and work at Aiken High School was an absolute joy. Having Joe Lorenza as a mentor did more for me than I think I could ever explain. But what struck me most about being in Aiken was the quality of the students, is the quality of the people who are here. Being able to work with the students every day, again, was phenomenal. But the parent organizations who come in and support us are first class, absolutely amazing. And that's what I'm sharing with you guys, is that I was absolutely going to give up in this profession. And so I came to Aiken, and I found this wonderful, wonderful place down here. Some special memories that I've had over the years. And, thinking about Aiken Middle School, the little school that could not when I got there. And that's something that very much frustrated me. And what I remember about working at Aiken Middle School, and for those of you who were there with me, is that we built that sucker from the ground up. And in my last 2 years there, we were very fortunate to have the most number of students at Region Band. We dominated so many other schools, and it wasn't our set goal to do that. It was just we enjoyed making music, and we enjoyed being there, and we enjoyed working really hard, and that came through in these results for region auditions. Those 2 concert festivals, one in Tennessee, one over there in Myrtle Beach. The one in Myrtle Beach, we outscored the high schools. We made the high school band directors really upset when we brought home that trophy. And again, the goal is never to win a trophy. The goal is never be declared best. The goal is to go out and make music and just enjoy making music and sharing music. And it's always nice to have the accolades roll in. It's just a very proud moment to be able to stand in front of you knowing the hard work that you put in to do that. At the high school, the glorious moments have been a little bit different. I think with Mr. Lorenza's, under his direction, the concert bands were phenomenal at Aiken High School. And my goals were to work a little harder with the marching band, bring in a jazz ensemble, do things like that. And that's where a lot of my memories are from Aiken High School as far as that goes. I remember marching the Aiken Christmas Parade and the Windsor Christmas Parade on the same day. And we went to Aiken and we got rained on. And it was cold and wet, and we all loaded up in cars and carpooled down to Windsor and got out. And halfway through that parade route, started getting sleeted on, and it was miserable, and there's absolutely nothing we could do but to keep on marching in the sleet to finally get to the church, which was the closest shelter that we had. And we sounded really bad that day. And of course, there's not a whole lot we can say about it, because when you're getting pelted in the face with ice, it's really hard to concentrate on other things. The Washington, D.C. parade, turning left onto Constitution Avenue, and seeing that huge crowd. And you blew them away, and you sounded so good. I think we were one of the smallest bands there. We were teeny tiny, and if you ever go back and look at those videos, we were a tiny little band, but you could hear us, and it was a great sound, and your performance was stellar. Your behavior up there in D.C. was amazing. The way you represented the school, the way you represented the community in Washington, D.C., guys, I can't say enough good things about it. It was a great experience, and it's one of the situations that I'm most proud of here at Aiken High School. I remember being the first high school marching orchestra at Disney, and I remember getting into this, and I think it was Reagan Gregory who set this up, talking to her private teacher, and all those conversations we had in class where I thought the strings were just joking, and to find out through the grapevine that you, in fact, were not joking. And so we set to work on making you a marching orchestra, and you were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know that I've ever been any place like Disney and turned as many heads. And I think it was more than just the novelty of having marching strings. It was having marching strings that sound good. And again, just another terrifically proud moment that I had. I remember the first time we had a jazz band play at Aiken High School for the Black History Month assembly. And it was interesting because there's so many people who had absolutely no clue what a jazz band was. This crazy revolutionary ensemble, and so many questions I got, and they all boiled down to, where did I ever get the idea to dream up this kind of ensemble? So many people here not knowing that these things exist elsewhere. But it was not only, again, not just having the ensemble, but that you sounded so good, and you did a great job of educating others and opening their eyes to what else was out there. Just a beautiful moment, absolutely beautiful moment. I remember the full orchestra for the first time playing video games live, and what struck me about that piece is that it's such a powerful piece. It's neo-romantic in its construction, with the melodies and the big harmonies that happen there. But the way it's received, it's not a piece that just young folks like. It's a piece that everybody likes, the young and the old, and people from every culture. I still hear about performing video games live from so many people, and it was years ago that we did it. It's such a powerful piece, and you did such a great job with it. Certainly one of the biggest moments. There are other moments that, we look back now and kind of laugh about them. That we weren't laughing. My first year here, when a particular student loading up his car in the morning, put his French horn down behind his car as he's throwing other things in the trunk, closed the trunk, forgot about the French horn, got in and backed over the French horn, and bringing to me this bust up case and a flattened French horn first thing in the morning, and asking, can you fix this? Can you fix this? Was the first thing that a certain cello player asked after playing on her phone in class and dropping her cello and exploding across the floor. Can I fix it? Had another great musician, horn player and bass player, who ran his horn through the back of his bass, and again, certainly not funny at the time, but very memorable moments that we've shared here. Things that we should never ever forget. The one-eared bunny. It will help you with so many fingering issues as you go through life. The one-eared bunny. Please remember it, pass it down, use it, and many thanks to my daughter Ella for providing that teaching aid that we've used for so many times during the year. Guys, the biggest thing that I'll miss, and there's two of them. There's two of them. One is creating music. I find music just to be powerful, not only in its ability to deliver a message, but also as an outlet for stress and all the other mundane things that we encounter during our day-to-day lives. The power of music to be able to cross all kinds of barriers. And you look at our band, and one of the things that I really like about our band is that we're a terrifically diverse group. We have all colors in the band. We have so many different religious views and political views, and we come here every day and work together as a team and create beautiful music. And that is something that's very special. And there aren't very many people who can say that they actually come in and enjoy what they do and enjoy that creation process. Guys, it's what drove me every single day, being able to make that music. And the second biggest thing is being able to watch you grow, not just as musicians, but as people. There's something very special about watching someone come in 6th grade beginning band, or even at the high school, come in as a freshman, and you look and see how they develop, the kind of person they end up being. And one of the really, really special things about Aiken is the number of graduates, the number of alum who come back, just drop in to see how things are going and to update me on what they're doing with their lives. Thank you. Thank you. That's a very special thing. I've said it time and time again. You know, you folks walk in to my band room and you're my children. It's a very special thing to watch you grow up. And to the parents, you know, I can't thank you enough for sharing your children with me. And to the students, you're just beautiful, amazing people. You really are. You've been an amazing blessing to my life, and I can't say thank you enough. And now to continue from here, guys, it doesn't matter who stands in front of you. You will continue to be beautiful and amazing people. Go out into the world and be awesome. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for the blessings that you've been to me and my family. You hold a special place in my heart, and I just simply can't say thank you enough. I can't turn it off.